Beautiful sunny afternoon in Plymouth, and it's time for Northwest Suburban Conference softball. The Armstrong Falcons at home today to take on the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Late regular season matchup. The Cardinals coming in 6-11 on the season, and Armstrong at 6-12. I think both teams today feel they've had a shot to tack up another win on the board. Coon Rapids wins in the last couple of games, feeling good about the way they are playing, and both teams would tell you it's kind of an up and down season. When they've been they've been good, but they've had some tough games as well. And today you try to get your team ready to go for the playoffs, which start mid to late next week. These teams in different sections. Armstrong in the new Section 6-4A. Coon Rapids in Section 7-4A. And a look at the batting order today for the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Abby Graham, the designated player, laid it off. Julia Byrne at third base, batting second. That's Mckenzie Williams in center field hitting third. Alyssa Hansen is the second baseman hitting fourth. Kennedy Kerr at shortstop. Then Bailey Broen in right field. Jade Gomez at first. Meg Scheck is the catcher hitting eighth. Jackie Larson in left field bats ninth. And defensively for the Armstrong Falcons, Danny Sorensen at first. Alyssa Eggstead at second. Kaylin Lannert at short. Caitlin Jones at third in the outfield. Hannah Bachmeyer in left, Madeline Clare in center, Joyce Yellowhammer in right field. Kelly O'Keefe is the catcher. Catching today for senior Elizabeth Haugen. Senior right-hander will face Graham, Byrne, and Wilkins to start this game out. Temperature in the low 70s, a little bit of a wind, but not much of a factor today compared to some of the other days we've had this spring. It's a nice day for softball. Coon Rapids wins over Park Center and Centennial this week. They'll close out the regular season Friday at home against Andover. And Armstrong with their big matchup against rival Cooper at Spangers in Robbinsdale on Friday night. Closes out their regular season. Graham digs in. Haugstead looks in to O'Keefe for the sign. The first pitch is low for ball one. Graham on the season, a .380 batting average. Second on the Cardinals in hits. At 4 doubles, a triple, 9 walks. Takes a strike there, and it's 1-1. A bit inside, it's 2-1. Pounds it hard, but foul. That's third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They count to the leadoff hitter, Graham. Coon Rapids head coach, Zach Nienaber, now his 3rd year as head coach. 6-11 this season, 3-8 in Northwest Suburban Conference games. That one in the dirt, and the count goes full. 3-2 to Graham. Grounded hard past third. That's a fair ball. Be a single. Graham takes a turn at first. He'll hang on there. Single inside the bag, and Abby Graham on board to start the game for Coon Rapids. Coach Nienaber told me he won't get cheated at the plate. They're going to go up there swinging. Graham ends up, was alert on the play and got down to second. And now Byrne, the batter. Julia Byrne, third baseman, fouls the first pitch back. Goes bunt, went around, it's a strike. Trying to advance that runner to third. No balls and 2 strikes now to the Cardinals' third baseman. Hochstad's pitch gets past O'Keefe, and heading into third is Graham. A wild pitch advancing the runner down to third. You look at that one again, and now getting a successful bunt, not as crucial. This one popped in the air. Short left field, shortstop going back for it. Leonard squeezes it, makes the out. Graham unable to advance on that short fly. And there's one away in the Coon Rapids first. Brings up Mckenzie Williams. Had a very nice season at the plate for Coon Rapids. A .396 batting average coming into play today. It's first pitch high. Williams leading the team in hits, doubles, triples. Tied for second and runs batted in with 7. Inside in the corner for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's low, 2-1. Job by O'Keefe to keep that in front of her, although not a lot of room behind the backstop. It would be tough unless the ball really caroms away for Graham to get home on a ball that gets past the catcher here. Lined and foul. Ripped hard by Wilkins, a little bit out in front of that pitch. And it counts 2-2. Alyssa Hansen on deck for Coon Rapids. Rounded, foul. Wilkins getting a piece of that low pitch. Stays alive in there at 2-2. Steps back in against Hochstad. Up high, 3-2. O'Keefe grabbing that one before it can get past her. Two pitch, swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Hochstad. We're out number 2. Swung over the top of it. It's out number 2. Alyssa Hansen, the second baseman, the batter. Trying to get a Cardinals run in here in the first. Outside for ball 1. .250 batting average on the season. And now 1-1 count to Hansen. Side corner for a strike. Get a couple pitches right on that lower inside part of the plate that have been called strikes. I don't think Wilkins thought pitch to her in a similar location was a strike, and I don't know that Hansen did either. But the umpire's consistent. That's all he asks. This ball hit to left and driven over the head of the left fielder, Bachmeyer. Graham is in. And a double for Hansen to drive in the run, and it's 1-0 Cardinals.
Number 9, Coon.
Really got a hold of that pitch. Over Bachmeyer's head. And so the Cardinals strike first here with a big 2-out double for Hansen. And now she's in scoring position for Kennedy Kerr. Shortstop, swing and a miss. Kerr with 9 runs batted in on the season, leads the team in that category. Hansen dancing off second base a little bit, but hangs on there. The count 1 ball and 1 strike here to Carr. That one behind the runner, gets to the backstop, and moving up to third base goes Hansen. Second wild pitch of the inning by by Haugstead. Graham advancing earlier, now Hansen gets down to third. In the dirt, 3-1 now to Kennedy Kerr. Haugsted's pitch called strike. The pitch over the middle. Here taking. Count goes full, 3-2. Down low, it's a ball. Ball 4. Runners at the corners now for the Cardinals with 2 outs. Now the runners going and out at the plate. Trying to catch the Falcons. Paying attention to the runner at first here, and then they send Hansen, and they got her by a touch at the plate. Good defensive play by Armstrong. The tag put on by O'Keefe. And Coon Rapids out in the top of the first. They do pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Let's look at the batting order now for the Armstrong Falcons today. Kelly O'Keefe, the catcher, leads it off. Hannah Bachmeyer in left, batting second. Kaylin Jones, third baseman, hitting third. And then it's Kaylin Leonard at short, hitting fourth. Joyce Yellowhammer in right field, bats fifth. Danny Sorensen, Alyssa Eggstead, Madeline Clare in center, hitting eighth. And Adriana Martinez, the designated player today, batting ninth, hitting for the pitcher Haugstead. And defensively for Coon Rapids, Jade Gomez at first. Melissa Hansen at second, Kennedy Kerr at short, Julia Byrne at third, Jackie Larson in the left fielder, Mckenzie Williams in center, Bailey Broen in right, Meg Scheck is the catcher, and Caleb Thone is the pitcher for Coon Rapids. Thone has worked in 18 games this season, 6 wins and 10 losses, 86 2/3 innings pitched on the season, and an earned run average of 4.77. Allowed 59 earned runs in 86 plus innings. I mentioned Coon Rapids with wins this week against Park Center and Centennial. Armstrong's had 2 games this week, but unfortunately for the Falcons, both losses. Lost to Blaine on Monday and then to Maple Grove on Tuesday before an off day yesterday. Their last win coming a week ago Tuesday at Irondale. Trying to reverse things here against Coon Rapids. Kelly O'Keefe taking the first pitch high for a ball. O'Keefe on the season, a .514 batting average. Just a freshman. And hits this one hard to short. Gobbled up there by Kerr. Throw to first to Gomez. And O'Keefe is gone. 6-3 to start the game.
Number 23, Hannah Bachmeyer.
Brings up Hannah Bachmeyer, the left fielder. Heading in the number 2 spot today. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the pitch from Thone. This one hit down the right field line. It's a well foul though, and out of play. Got a good swing on it, but foul. And behind 0-2. Joe Fatante is the first-year head coach for Armstrong. Coached youth softball, fast pitch down in the Shakopee area, but first year as a head varsity coach. His team's 6-12 this season after winning just 1 game a year ago. Slow roller at second, really no chance there for the Cardinals to get a put on it after it got past the pitcher Thone. Hansen couldn't throw out Bachmeyer, who gets on with an infield single. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. So the Falcons get their first run of the game. Caitlin Jones to the plate. Rips it past short and into left field, a base hit. Bachmeyer will stop at second. Back-to-back singles for Armstrong. First pitch, and Caitlin Jones liked it and drives it into left. So 2 on with 1 out, and the cleanup hitter for Armstrong is Kaylin Leonard. Leonard is a sophomore, .304 batting average on the year coming in. Off-speed pitch, bounce to the plate, and it's ball 1. Runners holding. Two balls and no strikes to count to Leonard. Makes another one, 3-0. Coon has walked 31 batters in 86 innings this season. Falling behind here, big to Leonard. He's taking, and it's ball 4, and the base is loaded for Armstrong in the first. Bachmeyer to third, Jones to second, Leonard aboard, and Joyce Yellowhammer, the batter. Yellowhammer's had a good season at the plate, .387 batting average on the year. And a strike call here.
Every pitch, Selena, every pitch.
Swing and a miss. Good cut at it by Yellowhammer. And falls behind in the count, 0-2 to Thone. Ripped, but right at the third baseman, it'll be a double play. Yellowhammer right on it, but hit it right to Byrne, and coming down the line just a little bit was Bachmeyer, but far enough for Byrne to get back to the bag and double off the runner. The lineup max for Armstrong, and they are out here in the first inning. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We have played 1 inning here at Armstrong. Our score, Coon Rapids 1, Armstrong nothing. Back with more Northwest Suburban Conference softball after this.
These are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
John Jacobson back with you at Armstrong High School. On this Thursday afternoon, the Coon Rapids Cardinals looking for their 3rd straight win this week, holding a 1-0 lead on the Armstrong Falcons. We move to the top of the 2nd inning. Haley Brown is their leadoff hitter. Starting right fielder today for Coon Rapids, Jade Gomez and Meg Scheck to follow. There's Haugsted's 1-0 pitch. Missed the strike zone. It's 2-0. grounded to third, and there's a foul ball. Just wasn't touched at all by the third baseman, Jones, and then skipped left to the bag. Very close, but it was foul. And the count goes to 2-1 now to Bruin. Up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's ball 4 and a leadoff runner aboard for the second straight inning for the Cardinals.
Number 13, Jake Gomez.
Second walk issued by Haugstead. And that brings up the Cardinals' left-handed hitting first baseman, Jade Gomez. So she'll be bunting here with the first pitch skipping past the catcher. O'Keefe gets to the backstop near the Cardinals' dugout, and Rowan advancing to second on the wild pitch. And 1-0 the count to Gomez. Swing and a miss on that pitch. 1-1.
Hey, you gotta hit your pitch.
Popped up, foul territory on the infield. Coming in and making the catch is Jones. Gomez retired, 1 out here in the Coon Rapids second. Mike Scheck is the catcher and the number 8 hitter for Coon Rapids. Blocked by O'Keefe and then low pitch.
Hey, your head, your pitch, right? Hit your pitch.
Up high. 2 balls, no strikes to Scheck. Jackie Larson on deck. Runner going to third, the throw down there in time, and they get throwing out. Good throw by O'Keefe down to Caitlin Jones. And Bruin cut down on the attempted steal third. Sweep tag, and they get Bruin at the bag.
3 balls, no strike.
3-0 the count to Scheck with the bases now empty and 2 away. Called strike, 3-1.
Hey, you're still picky, right? Still gonna be
And there's ball 4, and Scheck reaches base with 2 outs here in the Cardinals' second inning. Jackie Larson's the left fielder, hitting 9th today for Coon Rapids. In their road red with the black trim and pants. Armstrong in the all blue with the red trim and whites. Throw down to first base. The ball gets away at first, but shaken up as the ball hit her as Scheck and unable to advance. Scheck had started to advance toward second. Far enough off, though, Keefe fired down, and that would have gotten by, or did get by, the first baseman Sorensen, but it hit Scheck, shook her up a little bit, and she was unable to scramble back up and advance on to second. So still aboard at first. And the count now 2-0 to Jackie Larson. Hogstead struggling a little bit with control here in the second inning. Up high on that pitch. It's 3-0. And she gets on. It's back to the top of the order for Coon Rapids. More straight out of the zone to Larson, and she walks.
Number 5, Abby Grant.
We got a courtesy runner for the catcher, Scheck now.
Abby, get your pitch.
Cameron Schmelzer will run.
Yeah, that's the catcher.
25 for the catcher, courtesy runner, 25.
Go on and hit. Come on, Abby.
You know, Schmelzer, the runner at second now. Larson at first. And Graham, who singled to start the game at the plate. Hogshead's walked 4 of the past 5 batters, but Coon Rapids has helped her out with getting 2 runners, one to end the first and one here in the second inning, caught out on the bases. As it is, it's just a 1-0 game. Graham looking to change shadow to line her over third. Schmelzer being waved around, the throw to the plate, not in time, and the other runners advance as well. That's an RBI single for Graham. Schmelzer in. Larson the third. Graham advancing to second on the throw with a run-scoring single. And the Cardinals now have a 2-0 lead. And it brings up Julia Byrne. Grounded short to third to Jones and over to first to Sorensen for the out. That hit terribly hard. The third baseman Byrne able to scoop it up and make the play over at first to retire Coon Rapids in the second. For the Cardinals, 1 run, 1 hit. They lead 2. Inning and a half. It's Coon Rapids 2, Armstrong nothing.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
An eating disorder feels like having another person inside your head. It kind of built this wall around me.
The main thing that we needed was hope.
Your age, your gender, your ethnicity. Eating disorders don't discriminate. They can strike anyone. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
Armstrong Falcons trail at 2-0 against the Coon Rapids Cardinals. We move to the home half of the second inning. Danny Sorensen will lead it off for Armstrong. She'll be followed by Alyssa Eggstead and Madeline Clare, 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Go against Kayla Thone, who in the first inning gave up a couple of hits and a walk and got out of a bases-loaded 1-out situation when Joyce Yellowhammer lined to Julia Byrne at third, who was able to step on the bag and get a double play. But now Thone with a 2-0 lead here. We go to the home half of the second. Pitch to Sorensen. Misses low and outside for ball 1. This is driven deep out to left center field, back into the fence, off the fence. This will be a leadoff double for Danny Sorensen. Hit it well, got it between Larson and Wilkins out in left center field, and Sorensen with an extra base hit to start the Armstrong second. Third hit of the game for the Falcons. Melissa Eggstead stepping in. Nolan's first pitch ripped but foul. Really tagged well by Eggstead, just a little bit behind it and fouled down that first base line. Armstrong getting some good swings in, even the out, double play out by Yellowhammer was hit hard, and the first fouled away. No balls and 2 strikes to Alyssa Eggstead. Eggstead a .358 batting average on the season. We're going to drive in Sorensen here in the second. Takes it away. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Bailey, not so wide.
This one a grounded pass, second knocked down at second, and that'll save a run. Bailey Brown, who's playing there at second, actually did a nice job knocking that ball down.
Number 14,
it will be an infield hit for Eggstead, but Sorensen having to hold up at third. The ball didn't get through. Runners at first and third, nobody out here in the Armstrong second. Maddie Clare, the batter. Center fielder for Armstrong, shows bunt, pulls it back. Runner's going to go down to second. And unchallenged is Eggstead's got a stolen base. So second and third now. Nobody out, and 1-0 to Clare. Pitch by Thone in for a strike. One pitch up high, it's 2-1. One pitch, fouled at the plate, 2-2. Martinez on deck for Armstrong. Up high, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Thone's pitch, pull it away, it's ball 4. Bases loaded for Armstrong. Double, a single, and a walk here in the Armstrong second. And to the number 9 hitter, Adriana Martinez, the designated player today. Martinez, senior infielder, hitting .333 on the season. First pitch to her is a strike. One break there for Coon Rapids. Force at any base here, and an infield grounder with the walk to Clare. Called strike, and it's 0-2.
Hey, nothing good here. 0-2. Nothing good.
0-2 to Martinez. Owens pitch a little high, 1-2. Sheck trying to frame that, but it was a little bit high. One-two, swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Thone and Coon Rapids. Martinez the first out here in the second inning. Top of the order now for Armstrong with one out. Kelly O'Keefe. Rounded to shorten her first at bat. Looking to drive in run or runs here in her second plate appearance. Owens pitch, slow roller down to second. They're going to take the out at first and get it. Throw back across the diamond to third. It will be a run-scoring ground out, though, for O'Keefe as Sorensen comes in. And it's a 2-1 game. So Armstrong gets a run. Coon Rapids will trade that for out number 2 in the inning. Eggstead moves up to third. Claire to second. Bailey Brown to Jade Gomez on the putout, 4-3. And now Hannah Bachmeyer, the batter. Infield single, her first at bat. One-zero pitch, high and away, 2-0. This one's hit out of the right center field for a base hit. This is going to score 2. And Armstrong takes the lead. A 2-run single for Hannah Bachmeyer. Eggstead and Claire score, and Armstrong's in front. A sharply hit single to right center by Hannah Bachmeyer. Drives in 2. Third hit of the inning for Armstrong. And Caitlin Jones, the third baseman, the batter. High for ball 1. Runner going, throw down to second base. The tag is down and she is out. Sheck able to get it down to Kerr, covering at second base to throw out Bachmeyer. 2-6 on the putout to retire Armstrong. But good inning for the Falcons. Timely 2-out single for Bachmeyer. They get 3 runs on 3 hits and nobody left on. 2 innings complete, new score. It's Armstrong 3, Coon Rapids 2.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
An eating disorder feels like having another person inside your head. It kind of built this wall around me.
The main thing that we needed was hope.
Your age, your gender, your ethnicity. Eating disorders don't discriminate. They can strike anyone. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
We move to the top half of the third inning here. Coon Rapids now trailing 3-2. Part of that order, though, Mckenzie Williams, Alyssa Hansen, and Kennedy Kerr due up to face Elizabeth Haugstead. Missed away. Wilkins in the first inning struck out. But gets ahead early here in the count, 2-0. Remember, Coon Rapids getting base runners on to start each of the first two innings. And they will score a run in each inning, and now Wilkins way ahead, 3-0. Took inside, but inside corner. It's a strike. 3-1. That's in the dirt. Ball 4, and Wilkins, the leadoff walk here in the third inning. Alyssa Hansen, the batter, is Joe Fatante now will come out and try to settle down his pitcher. Liz Haugstead, as you mentioned, struggled a little bit with control. Walked Kerr in the first inning and walked 3 last inning, although just 1 run scored. And now Wilkins here to start the fourth. Now here's Hansen, the big run-scoring double in the first inning. Throw down to first, and back in is Wilkins. That's behind the runner, skips to the backstop, rolling away and easily advancing to second is Wilkins. Already the 4th wild pitch given up by Haugstead here in the first 2+ innings. There's a strike call. Good pitch to Hansen. 2-1 to Hansen. Rips this one past short and into left field. The runner, Wilkins, had to hold there to make sure it wasn't stopped by the shortstop Leonard, so she's unable to come in and score, and that ball was hit pretty hard. So it's first and third for Coon Rapids. Hansen's 2 for 2. And it'll be the first at bat today for Cameron Schmelzer. Hitting here in the spot where Kennedy Carr hit in the first inning. Nice little bunt down. Haugstead fields it, throws to first. And safe at first is Schmelzer. Not only advancing the runner to second, but able to beat that out. So bunt single. Kind of a bonus. I mean, they wanted to advance the runner for certain, and able to beat it out to load the bases and not give up an out. Even better for the Cardinals. So it's sacks full, nobody out, and Bailey Broen, the batter. Haugstead delivers low and in. Two and 0. Cardinals threatening here, trailing by 1 in the third. Change up, a little high, 3-0. Here's ball 4. Run forced in. Wilkins comes in to score. On the bases loaded walk to Broen, who gets an RBI. And we are tied up at 3. And we're in a pitching change here for Armstrong. Michaela McIntosh in to replace Liz Haugstead. We will take a break with the change. We'll come back with more. Our score, Coon Rapids 3, Armstrong 3. More prep softball on 12 Sports after this.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Well, as you can see, we've had a lot going on in the first 2+ innings here. Still just in the third with nobody out in a 3-3 game. Coon Rapids looking for a big inning. Michaela McIntosh on to replace Elizabeth Haugstead for the Falcons. McIntosh's first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. Jade Gomez fouled out in her first at bat. This is hit well out into right center field. This will find grass. 2 runs are going to score. Throw back into the infield. They're going to send this runner from first and all the way in. The score is Broen. It'll be a 3-run double for Gomez, who advances to third on the throw. It'll be an error allowing Gomez to get the extra bag. And how about that for a huge hit for Jade Gomez, driving in 3. They never hesitated, sending Broen all the way on that play from first. Schmelzer and Hansen scoring ahead of her. And the Cardinals, they put up a 4 spot here in the third with still nobody out. And up high to Meg Scheck. Strike call to Scheck. Walked and scored in her first at bat. Actually, Schmelzer ran for her in that first at bat. Came around and scored the Cardinals' second run. That one inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Scheck. Five batters have reached here to start the third inning for the Cardinals. This one hit in the hole and into left field for a base hit. Scheck with an RB single, scoring Gomez. 5 runs for the Cardinals in the third, and they now lead at 7-3. Here's Jackie Larson. Showing bunt and gets it down, spins right in front of the plate. Oh, and then the ball hits the runner and goes into foul territory. And advancing all the way to third is Scheck. Going to go as a throwing error on the catcher O'Keefe, and then moving up to second base is Larson. So a couple of errors here for Armstrong in the third. Coach Fatante is going to call his whole infield in and just try to settle everybody down and get everybody focused back in. He can't do anything about the runs that have already scored and try to play it straight up and make the plays in the field from here and get out with no more damage if possible. Coon Rapids has had a walk, a single, a walk, double, a single, and now runner reaching on an error. Now the Armstrong Falcons hopefully settled back in. Graham. Now the batter. And takes a strike. Sheck able to come in on that play. On grounded foul by Graham. Graham's got a couple of hits today and a run batted in and a run scored. Cardinals leadoff hitter drives this one out in right field. That'll drop in front of Yellowhammer for a hit. Around third comes Larson. She is in. It was a 7-run inning for the Cardinals, and Graham is 3 for 3. Still nobody out. This is a bunt handled by McIntosh. Throw to first, and I think they're going to say that was a foul ball that hit her while she was in the box. So they'll bring back Byrne to the plate. Byrne, the 9th batter to come up here for Coon Rapids in the 3rd inning. Ball away, it's 1-1. Good pitch in for a strike by McIntosh. Took a little bit off that one and gets ahead on the count 1-2 on Byrne. Looks to get on base for the first time today. Inside. 1-2. That's ripped but foul. Good swing by Byrne, but a little bit out in front of it. Ripped foul again, this time the other way by Byrne. So getting some good swings on it. Stays alive in this at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Cardinals' third baseman. The day for Coon Rapids here. 1 run in the first, 1 in the second, 7 so far here in the third. Byrne again fouls it off. Now McIntosh and Byrne with a good battle going on here. Byrne back into the batter's box, 2-2. McIntosh's pitch is a called strike 3. And the first out in the Cardinals' third. Nice pitch. And there's 1 out. And now Wilkins, who started this all off some time ago with a leadoff walk. Pitch to Wilkins, grounded hard to third. Byrne getting it to second for an out there. That's all they'll get, but well played, by Jones at third. And able to play it down to second base to Eggstead covering. So Caitlin Jones getting a good defensive play there for the Falcons, and there's 2 away. Wilkins becomes the base runner reaching on a fielder's choice down at first. 2 down now for the Cardinals, and Hansen the batter. Hansen 2 for 2. Side corner for a strike. 1-1 to Hansen. Chopped to short. Good pickup on the short hop and the throw over to first. Leonard to Sorensen. A couple of nice defensive plays for the Falcons, ending the top of the 3rd inning. But what a great inning for Coon Rapids at the plate. They come up with 7 runs in the inning on 5 hits. Now, after 2.5, the score, Coon Rapids 9, Armstrong 3.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
There's a new score here at Armstrong. Coon Rapids responding to Armstrong's 3-run second, but putting 7 up in the top of the 3rd to take the lead. Armstrong, those had some success, definitely in the first 2 innings at the plate. And they'll look to continue that here in the 3rd, now needing to come back down 6 runs. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Jones, Leonard, and Yellowhammer. Off to face Caliphone. First pitch is a strike. Jones with a single in her first at bat today. Ripped in the outfield, the base hit. Jones is 2 for 2. Takes a big turn, but hangs on. We'll bring up Kalen Leonard. Leonard with a walk in her first at bat.
Number 9, Kalen Leonard.
Throw down to first, and back in is Jones. First pitch strike to Leonard. Strike, a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Jones got her second strikeout of the game. Leonard becomes the first out here in the 3rd.
Number 10, Joyce Yellowhammer.
1 on, 1 out, and Joyce Yellowhammer, the batter. Up high, ball 1. Yellowhammer lined to 3rd on a hard hit ball to Jones, to Byrne in the first at bat. Went for a double play when Byrne is able to step on the bag and end the Armstrong inning. Yellowhammer fouling this one off. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joyce Yellowhammer. Two and 1. Swing and a miss. Good swing by Yellowhammer. Better pitch even by Thone to get Yellowhammer to miss on that one. 2 and 2. Up high, throw down to first, and back in is Jones under the tag of Gomez. Count full to Yellowhammer. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the Armstrong third. Hit to third. Byrne will go to second. Look at the force out there. And got Yellowhammer at first for a double play. Looked like maybe she had beat the throw, but it'll go as a DP. 5-4-3. Byrne to Broen. With the out there to Gomez. And they called out at first base. So, well, that ends the Armstrong third inning. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Go to the 4th inning. It's Coon Rapids 9, Armstrong 3.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect.
There's our line score. Armstrong getting this 3 runs in the second, briefly took the lead, and then the 7 runs put up by the Cardinals in the third. They take a 9-3 lead as we move into the 4th inning. Cameron Schmelzer leading it off for the Cardinals. Bailey Broen and Jade Gomez, scheduled hitters to follow. Fouled off to the screen in front of the Armstrong dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Schmelzer had a bunt single for a hit. Helped spur that big inning for the Cardinals. Last inning. A little flare here, but hangs up in the air, and easy play for Sorensen at first for out number 1.
Number 11, Bailey Broen.
One out, nobody on. And Armstrong defensively able to get first Coon Rapids batter out to start an inning the first time today. Bailey Broen is the batter. Walked twice for the Cardinals. Foul to the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit in the air, foul, and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Broen. This is hit out into center field, hangs up though, and on a line. He is out. The catch made by Maddie Clare out in center. Well stroked by Brown, but there's out number 2. Base is empty, 2 away, and Gomez the batter. McIntosh giving up a couple of hits early when she came on in relief of Hochstead, but has settled down. Retired the last 5 here for Armstrong. Gomez with a huge bases clearing double in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike to Gomez. This one hit down to first. Handling it easily is Sorensen. 3 unassisted. Gomez retired. And Coon Rapids retired in order for the first time today. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Coon Rapids 9, Armstrong 3.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy?
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Lindsay, for example. Her first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. Right away, she received professional training and now has the tools and skills necessary to produce her own show. She's turning dreams into realities right from her own home. And best of all, she's sharing her passion with members of her community and beyond. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Kayla Thone's got a 6-run lead as she goes to the pitching circle to start the 4th inning. 6 hits for Armstrong so far in the game. 2 in the first, 3 in the second when they scored the 3 runs. And 1 in the 3rd. Thone able to get a couple of double plays behind her in the field that have helped her out. And she's got that 6-run lead. First pitch of inning number 4 is a strike to Danny Sorensen. Strike call. Sorensen, who had a double to lead off the 2nd inning for Armstrong, behind 0-2. A little flare hit back behind the pitcher's mound. Tough play for Braun. No chance to throw out Sorensen. Well, not much the Cardinals could do defensively there. Well-placed hit by Sorensen and legs it out, and she's 2 for 2. Blair Johnson will hit here, hitting for Alyssa Eggstead. First at bat today for Blair. Pitch missed. It's 1-1. Thone's pitch ripped into left field. A base hit for Johnson. Pinch hit single for Blair Johnson. Sorensen stops at 2nd, and Armstrong has something going here again on the 4th. Tante over talking with the home plate umpire. Here we're going to get a runner here for Armstrong. Eggstead is going to re-enter here and run for Johnson. Maddie Clare. Center fielder walked and scored in the second. First pitch strike. This one hit to short. They're going to go to third to get the force out. Good defensive play by the Cardinals. Here going to Byrne to get the force out and get the lead runner Sorensen out.
Number 32, Adriana Martinez.
Pitch up high. On the first pitch to Martinez. Grounded, Alyssa Hansen again. Again will go to third base, but this time dropped at third by Byrne. So Hansen, who fielded this one again flawlessly, is able to get Sorensen, who's looking to get Eggstead here, but Byrne couldn't hang on, and everybody's safe for Armstrong. The bases are loaded, and the error in the field by Byrne. First pitch fouled away by Kelly O'Keefe. So Eggstead safe at third, Clare at second. Martinez the runner at first, one out. O'Keefe looking for her first hit today. It's this one up in the air. It's a tough play right to the center fielder. And they come home into the plate. Could have gotten the force out at second base, but Wilkins wasn't looking there, was looking home. Goes to an RBI single for O'Keefe. Martinez had hung up because she didn't know if this ball was going to be caught. And the throw on for the Cardinals, though, came home. So it's an RBI single for O'Keefe. Eggstead scoring, Clare the third, Martinez the second. Second run batted in today for Kelly O'Keefe. The 9-4 game, still just one out. And Hannah Bachmeyer, the batter. Been one of the better Falcons hitters this season. Will pop up behind first, but foul. Boy, that would have been dangerous if that had dropped. That would have scored one for sure, if not two runs. As it is, it's just a strike, and now Thone getting ahead in the count, 0-2. High, 1-2. Good pitch by Thone. See if she could get Bachmeyer to chase that. Bachmeyer didn't. Cardinals still leading at 9-4 here, but trying to work out of trouble in the Armstrong fourth. Tough little roller down the third base line. It's foul. Picked up by Byrne in foul territory. Count stays at 1-2. One-two pitch by Thone, low and away. Follow the plate. Good job by Bachmeyer protecting home plate there. The strike zone stays alive. It's a piece of that one.
Hey, let's go 1-5.
2-2 pitch, and Bachmeyer fouls it off again. Bowen and Bachmeyer in a good duel here. The 2 pitch hit in, grounded. Oh, and the throw to first. And everybody is safe. Good catch at second base by Broen. She got hurt on that, or just upset that she didn't make the good throw to first? She caught it easily, threw right away, and then that stunned her. Oh, I see, on the throw, kind of twisted her leg as she made that throw. No harm done for Coon Rapids as Claire did not advance from third. Now Zach Niebuhr out to check on his second baseman. Looks like Broen's going to be okay. Lined by Bachmeyer. She hit that ball hard, but right at the second baseman, Broen, who gets out number 2. By Coon Rapids, if they can get out of this inning with just 1 run allowed, they would take that. Despite the 1 error they had in the inning, Armstrong with potential to do some real damage here, and still could with Jones, a good hitter at the plate. She's 2 for 2 today. That one, no, didn't mean to swing at it. Had her bat up in the air. She ducked out of the way, and it's strike 1. A break for Gail Thone. He will get that strike call. It goes off Jones' bat. Jones played a good game at third today. He's got 2 hits at the plate. And to get Armstrong back into this one. Off-speed pitch missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. On 1 to Jones, grounded hard past Hansen in and off field. 1 run is in. Martinez around. She will score. It's a 2-run single. Now they got a runner caught between second and third, and caught out there is O'Keefe to end the inning. But Galen Jones with her 3rd hit with a 2-run single. Claire and Martinez coming in, and she is able to hit this past Hansen and into left field. And Armstrong gets 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs for Armstrong on 4 hits. An error and 1 left. Go to the 5th inning now. Score, Coon Rapids 9, Armstrong 6.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy?
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Wild game here at Armstrong. Coon Rapids leads Armstrong 9-6. As we go to the 5th inning. Meg Shack leading it off for the Cardinals. Jackie Larson, Abby Graham to follow against really pitcher Michaela McIntosh. Done a nice job since she came in. A couple of hits early, as I mentioned, but has settled down sits. This one driven to right center, and a great running catch out in center field by Maddie Clare. Heck, a good drive, but Clare running a long way from center to right. Makes the catch. And look at it again. Tracked it all the way and reaches out. Great grab by Madeline Clare. 1 out for the Cardinals here in the 5th. And Jackie Larson, the batter. Reach twice, walk, and an error, or 2 at bats. McIntosh ahead, 0-2. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Slow roller hit to short. Leonard to first, 2 away. Leonard to Sorensen for out 2. Eight in a row retired, and it could be 9 here on a pitch. A little check swing to Sorensen at first. Graham's out on a pitch, and a very quick 1-2-3. Top of the 5th. Cardinals retired in order. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Armstrong with some momentum. They trail at 9-6, our score.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The world is online, and we're all connected. While there's a lot to explore and discover, we each need to do our part to keep the internet safe. Cybersecurity starts with you. Learn how you can stay safe online at dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect.
Nine to 6. Armstrong trailing here. They got 3 runs in both the 2nd and 4th innings. Cut into that Cardinals lead that was 9-3. Leonard, Yellowhammer, and Sorensen scheduled up here in the 5th against Kayla Thone. First pitch up high for ball 1. Leonard today walked in the first, struck out in the 3rd. Thone just 2 strikeouts in the game, allowed 10 hits in the game in the 6 runs. Although a couple of those runs last inning unearned. Three balls and no strikes to Leonard. There's a called strike. Grounded hard to third. Byrne up with it. Toss across the diamond to Gomez. And Kayla Leonard retired to start the Armstrong fifth.
Number 22, Kelly Campbell.
Kelly Campbell was going to hit here for Joyce Yellowhammer in the number 5 spot for Armstrong. Campbell's first at bat today. Count evens 1-1. Grounded back to the circle. Throwing up with it over to Gomez, 2 away.
Now batting, number 17.
First time today that Dolan's been able to get the first two batters of an inning out. Sorensen fouling the first pitch at the plate. Sorensen a couple of hits, run scored today. Change up in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball high, 2-1. Ripped, but foul. Boy, that was hammered by Sorensen, but in front of that pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Falcons' first baseman. Change up hit in the air, and this one will drop in for a hit. Making a big turn, but holding on at first is Sorensen. She is 3 for 3 today. Armstrong's 11th hit of the day.
Number 3, Alyssa Eggstad.
No, Alyssa Eggstad the batter. Walked in her first at bat, and was pinch hit for by Blair Johnson, who singled. There, turned around the second time, but then Eggstad came back in and ran and scored her second run of the day. One 0 pitch hit into right field. That's a base hit. They throw to first and inside. I called base hit a little too early there. Actually pretty well played by Schmelzer to Gomez. They're trying to throw out Eggstad at first, but she did indeed beat it out for a hit. Look at it again. Schmelzer getting to the ball, throwing to first, but Eggstad there for a single. Oh, a couple of 2-out hits for Armstrong here in the 5th inning. Giofatante looking like he's going to make a change here.
Now entering the game, number 4, Alex Byrne.
Allie Burns will hit in place of Maddie Clare.
Outfield, strong throw to the cut.
Sorensen at second, Eggstad at first. Burns the batter. It's up high for ball 1. just missed. Took a pretty good pitch, but it goes for ball 2. Two and 0 to Burns. Hit past third into left field for a base hit. Throw to the plate won't be in time. Runner heading to third. She is safe. Everybody moves up a base. And it's a 9-7 game. Allie Burns, a pinch hit, RBI single. Sorensen scores. Eggstead moves up to third. Burns to second. Now the tying run out at second base for Armstrong. Adriana Martinez, the batter. Low and away, ball 1. Doan got the first 2 batters in this inning on infield groundouts, but then Sorensen, Eggstead, and Burns all delivering base hits to play to run here for the Falcons. 2-0 out of Martinez. Looking for her first hit today. Hit into a fielder's choice in her last at bat. Came around to score. Struck out back in the second. Changeup, called strike. Good pitch for Thone. 2-1. Chopped back to the pitching circle. Thone will go to first and get the out and retire Armstrong. The Falcons get one. They threaten more, but Thone able to get out of the inning. 1 run on 3 hits. Falcons lead 2. Go to the top half of the 6th inning. Cardinals lead. The score now, though, Coon Rapids 9, Armstrong 7.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
.74 degrees, mostly sunny this afternoon. We reached the 6 o'clock hour and top half of the 6th inning. 9-7. The Rapids had a 9-3 lead. Armstrong chipping away at it. And now back up with the sticks, looking to get some more insurance runs. Julia Byrne, Mckenzie Williams, and Alyssa Hansen, the batters, will drop in. And it's a leadoff single for Byrne. On the second, boy, that was close. Byrne able to get in. Rapids being aggressive at times on the bases today. Got caught a couple of times early in this game. That time, Byrne, you look at it, the ball got passed to first baseman, so probably the right move to make. It's almost had her out at second. Goes a single and an error, allowing the runner to advance on to second. And now with Byrne reaching, all 9 Coon Rapids starters have reached base today. Mckenzie Williams is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. The walk in 3 at-bats. And their top batter this season, the .396 average I mentioned coming into play today. It's a long look down at Zach Nienaber in the third base coaching box. Let's see what circumstances are here with a 3-0 count. Probably taking, and it is. It's 3-1. McIntosh with the pitch, driven in the air, deep out to left field, and going back, and it's gone. A home run for Wilkins. Bachmeyer ran out of room at the fence, and it's a 2-run homer for Wilkins. Her first home run of the season, RBIs 8 and 9. And a couple of big runs for the Cardinals to make it 11-7 Coon Rapids. Wind blowing slightly out to left, but that was well struck by Wilkins right off the bat. And carries over the fence. And Coon Rapids with 2 quick runs to start the 6th. As Hansen steps in now. One ball, 1 strike to Hansen. 2 for 3 today. Speed pitch up high. 2-1. Ripped to left field. Nice rip by Hansen. And the Glathlete's got her 3rd hit of the day.
Number 25.
Single, a home run, and a single to start the Coon Rapids 6th. Cameron Schmeltzer, the batter, she'll lay out a bunt. Sacrifice going down to second base is Hansen. Schmeltzer getting the sacrifice. Sorensen to Eggstead covering on the putout for Armstrong. One away in the Cardinals 6th. And Bailey Brown, the batter. Chopped and foul. Jones letting it go foul. Bounces at the plate, skipping away from O'Keefe. And down to third goes Hansen. Up. Hansen to third on the wild pitch. This one hit out to left field. Tagging up from third is Hansen on the hit by Broden. It'll be a sacrifice fly. Thrown with her 2nd run batted in. Hansen in with the 3rd Cardinals run of the inning. And it's 12-7 Coon Rapids. Two outs, nobody on. But a good inning for Coon Rapids. Able to answer a little rally that Armstrong been putting on the last couple of innings. Gomez 1 for 3. 3-run double. Her hit back in the 3rd. Fouled back right in front of the Cardinals bench. Good thing they had that protective screen there.
Man, let's go, Jake. Come on, kid.
A slow roller down to third, handled by Jones to Sorensen for the out. Falcons get the nice put out in the field, and Coon Rapids is out. But the Cardinals pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, nobody left on. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Now the Cardinals 12, Armstrong 7.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
An eating disorder feels like having another person inside your head. It kind of built this wall around me.
The main thing that we needed was hope.
Your age, your gender, your ethnicity. Eating disorders don't discriminate. They can strike anyone. The National Eating Disorders Association has the information and resources to steer people and their families toward the road to recovery.
Call or visit the NEDA website today for help and hope.
5-run lead for Coon Rapids in the field now, as Armstrong comes to bat in the bottom half of the 6th inning. It'll be the top of the order for Armstrong, Kelly O'Keefe, Hannah Bachmeyer, and Caitlin Jones. All who have done damage with the bats here today. O'Keefe, Bachmeyer, Jones, with 2 RBIs each for Armstrong. This pitch misses low for ball 1 to O'Keefe. Coon trying to get her 7th win of the season, pitching for Coon Rapids. All hit in the air, fairly deep out to left center, but catch made out and left by Jackie Larson. O'Keefe for the long out. Men 1 away in the Armstrong 6th.
Now batting number 23, Hannah Bachmeyer.
Bachmeyer, 2 for 3. A couple of runs batted in, inside corner for a strike. Hit past second base into right field for a base hit. This one over the glove of the second baseman, Broen. And Bachmeyer's 3 for 4.
Number 9, Caitlin Jones.
Now Caitlin Jones has been perfect at the plate today. 3 singles and 2 runs batted in for the senior. That one hits her. Armstrong looking to put together another inning. They've had base runners every single inning. They've scored runs in 3 of the 5 innings. And 2 runners on here.
Number 9, Caitlin Leonard.
And just 1 out here in the 6th. Those first pitch to Leonard. Inside corner for a strike. That inside strike has been there all day for all 3 pitchers that have thrown today. Time called now. Joe Fatante coming in. Sure what the discussion is about. No substitutions made here. Leonard stays at the plate.
Hey, just need an out. Okay, play for an out.
Strike pitch, low and in. 1-1. Throw down to third, and then both runners are going to end up moving up. They threw down to third. Bachmeyer gets the steal, and then Jones, the trail runner, also moves up a base. So alert base running by the Falcons. You look at that play again. Just got enough away from Scheck to allow Bachmeyer to take off, and then Jones behind her. So no force play now for Coon Rapids in the field. 1-1 pitch driven out to left field. Larson able to make the catch. And that'll be out number 2. Substitute here. Yellowhammer back in for Campbell, who had batted for her in the last at bat. So Leonard hitting that ball well, but again, a good catch out and left by Larson. Bachmeyer able to tag up and score. Pitch to Yellowhammer, grounded to short. The play for Hansen is to first, and she gets it. Yellowhammer retired on a pitch, and Armstrong is out in the 6th inning. They do get a run on a hit, and they leave one. They go to the 7th inning. Coon Rapids 12, Armstrong 8.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy! Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
Sharing your passion starts with taking that first step. Take Lindsay, for example. Her first step was taking free TV classes at Northwest Community Television. Right away, she received professional training and now has the tools and skills necessary to produce her own show. She's turning dreams into realities right from her own home. And best of all, she's sharing her passion with members of her community and beyond. Share your passion. Visit nwct.org.
Top half of the 7th inning. Coon Rapids with a 4-run lead at 12-8. Meg Scheck leading it off against Michaela McIntosh. Scheck's 4th at bat of the day. It's this one to third off and over the glove of Jones and in the left field. We'll give her a hit on that on a kind of a bad hop past Caitlin Jones. And Scheck has got her 3rd hit today. Excuse me, 2nd hit today. Also was on to the walk.
17, Jackie Wilson.
Cardinals leadoff runner on, Jackie Larson. Showing bunt, but fouls it back with 1 strike. This one up high, 1-1. That's a called strike. It's 1-2. Bunt sign off now with 2 strikes and the count 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Wilson strikes out. For McIntosh, her second strikeout of the game. One out in the Cardinals' seventh. Back to the top of the order, Abby Graham up for the 5th time today. Fouls it away. Ball high, 1 ball and 1 strike. And with an RBI, a run scored, and 3 hits in 4 previous at-bats. Rips it into left field, a base hit. She is 4 for 5. Shack stops at second.
Hey, let's go 12. Come on, kid.
And then Julia Byrne, the batter. 13 hits in the game now for Coon Rapids. Inside, 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Ball hit in the air, out to right field. This will drop in for a base hit. And the bases are loaded for Coon Rapids. They've got 3 hits here in the 7th. Someone dropping in front of Yellowhammer in right.
Number 8, Mckenzie Williams.
Scheck to third, Graham to second, and Wilkins to the plate. Wilkins slugging a 2-run homer in her last at bat in the 6th. Cut and a miss on that one. Big smile. She wanted that first pitch, remembering the last one she hit. A 1 pitch driven out to right field. Yellowhammer back, and it's over her head. They'll drop in. She'll take a big turn at first. It'll be a 2-run single for Wilkins. She's got 4 RBIs in her last 2 at-bats. Scheck scoring, Graham scoring, Byrne to third.
Number 14, Alyssa Hanson.
That's now 14-8. Pitch in the dirt, down to second goes Wilkins.
Hey, let's go 14.
Melissa Hansen's the batter. 3 hits today for Hansen. Way up high and away. 2-0. Hansen rips it up the middle. That's a base hit. Byrne is in. Wilkins being waved around. She will score. It's a 2-run single for Hansen. She's got 3 RBIs on the day. It's a 4-run 7th for Coon Rapids, and they lead it 16-8.
Now batting number 26, McKenna Ackerman.
Hey, let's go 2-6. Come on, kid.
New batter for Coon Rapids. McKenna Ackerman will get her first at bat. Takes a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Ackerman. Ackerman at the plate this year, 5 for 12, but strikes out here on 3 pitches for the second out here in the 7th. Bailey Brome, the batter, fouls it off. Thrown a couple of runs batted in today. Only 1 official at bat, as you can see, a sacrifice fly and a couple of walks in the other 2 at bats. Drove in a run with a bases loaded walk in the 3rd and the sac fly in the 6th. Rounds this one foul. 0-2 to Browen. Runner going, hands it down to second base. Unable to hang on to the throw down at second was Leonard. Hansen into scoring position. 1-2 the count to Browen. And McIntosh's pitch to her is ripped foul. Cardinals really putting some good swings on the ball today. 16 hits go along with their 16 runs. This one hit out to center. Drifting back and making the catch out in center is Claire for out number 3. And Coon Rapids is finally retired, but the Cardinals get 4 more runs on 5 hits. They lead 1. Bottom of the 7th, last chance for Armstrong. Our new score, Coon Rapids 16, Armstrong 8.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think. Billy!
Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
(16-8) Coon Rapids on top of Armstrong as the Cardinals look for their 3rd consecutive win this week. Heading into section play, again, 1 regular season game left for each of these teams before section tournament play starts next week. Again, the Falcons in section 6 3A, Cardinals in 7 3A. First pitch is a strike to Danny Sorensen. Double and 2 singles for the Falcons' first baseman today. And off of Kayla Thone. Oh, and that one plunks her right in the side, kind of in the ribs or around the back. Hurts Sorensen a little bit. She'll jog down to first, though. Second hit batsman by Thone. And the leadoff runner on for Armstrong here in the 7th. Base umpire checking to make sure that Sorensen's okay. Resume plays. Eggstead steps in. Like Sorensen, Eggstead been perfect. Couple of hits for her today. Sticks her bat out on this one and fouls it off. Hit down, passed under the glove of Broen at second base. They're going to error on Broen, who at minimum would have gotten one out there, but couldn't field it cleanly. Eggstead reaches, Sorensen to second. And Maddie Clare will bat here. Allie Burns hit in this spot in the order in the last time and got a base hit. Claire today reached on a fielder's choice and walked and scored twice.
Now batting number 14, Maddie Clare.
Right call. Up high. 1-1 the count. Ball hit in the air, a little flare that's going to drop in front of Wilkins. Trying to throw to second to get the force out. It didn't happen. Getting in safely is Eggstead. And the base is loaded for the Falcons. So Claire is aboard. Armstrong's got a long way to go, but then starting out the way you need to. All three batters have reached base here in the seventh. Nobody out. Mike Carruthers will bat for the first time today.
Okay, let's go, Kayla. Come on, kid.
Carruthers hitting for Martinez. This one skips to the backstop and sliding home safely on the wild pitch is Sorensen. Eggstead to third, Claire to second. The called strike. This one hit to short. Cardinals will take the out at first and get it there for out number one. Carruthers does drive in a run as Eggstead comes in to score, but Coon Rapids will take that. Hansen to Gomez, 6-3 on the putout. Claire moves up to third base. And it's 16-10. Top of the order for Armstrong, fifth time around for the Falcons, and Kelly O'Keefe. High for ball one.
Hard to you, Jackie. Be ready right off the bat. Be ready. Get this on. Here we go.
Strike call to O'Keefe. 1-2 the count to the Falcons catcher.
Run to the ball. Back everything up. Outfield. Here we go.
Coon bouncing it over the pitching circle under the glove of Hansen and into center field. Claire is home. Run-scoring single for O'Keefe. She's got 3 RBIs today. And it's 16-11. How big are those 4 runs now that Coon Rapids got in the top of this inning? Seem to be more than enough, and very well still could be. They still have a 5-run lead, but getting those 4, giving them still a 5-run lead here with 1 out in the 7th. Bachmeyer got 3 hits on the day. Single in the 1st, 2nd, and 6th. Lined out in the 4th. Fouls this one off. One ball, 1 strike to Bachmeyer. Foul at the plate. 1 and 2. One 2-pitch line back to the pitcher and a throw to first for the double play to end the game. Well struck by Bachmeyer, but Thone spears it, throws to Gomez at first to double off O'Keefe, and that's the ball game. And Coon Rapids wins it with a lefty defensive play to end it. A wild game, 27 runs scored in all, but the Cardinals get their 3rd consecutive win, their 7th of the season, to go to 7-11 on the year. Armstrong dropping to 6-13 with the loss. As you look at the line scoring, again, section tournament play coming up next week. That'll do it for our telecast today from Armstrong High School. For all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Our final score once again here from Plymouth, Coon Rapids over Armstrong, 16-11, the final.